Okay. Dreams, because in my business here at King Jason INC, because INC, I want to give you some insight on dreams. Because I'm known as Conejo, and if you follow me down the rabbit hole, I will show you just how far the rabbit hole goes. That being said, if you are, one of those people who you sleep real deep at night, it seems like, and you never have dreams, it's probably because your mind is clouded with a lot of different types of judgment, like fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of disbelief will keep you from having clear dreams that even if you have the dream, and you wake up, you won't remember it. You won't remember a thing. Because everybody dreams, but not everybody believes in their dreams. Not everybody has, a passion for anything that they're pursuing, or maybe you just don't realize what your life purpose is. So you're living your life every day just going with the motions, rolling with the punches or whatever. And whenever you get washed up under the current, it's like, oh well, whatever. It's cool. You just keep on moving. So what I'm telling you now is, if you're not having dreams and you're full of this, this type of energy, I can help you with that simply by telling you that, there is a lot of things in this realm that are needing you. And, if you don't believe it or whatever, that's a choice for you to make. However, you have to realize that you visualize every time you think thoughts and you see images in your mind that you know are not, manifested outside of your mind, where you're seeing it outside of you. It's pretty much internal. And even if you're not dreaming now, I'm pretty sure when you were a child, you probably had dreams, so you know what it's like to dream, what the dream world or the astral world is like. So I've come to convey to you, like, there are two separate realities that you are a part of by spirit. You are a part of that astral world, that dimension, the dream world, and by your body, you are a part of this physical reality. And in this physical reality, you have a purpose. Everybody has, their own individual life path that they are living. And it does have its own significant reason, not necessarily meaning, but reason, for the choices that you make. So, you should try, tapping into your life a little bit more. You need to love a little bit more. You need to laugh a little bit more. Enjoy life a whole lot more. Because if you're not enjoying life, then you're definitely not living your purpose. And you're not understanding that, we are all connected. And even though I'm saying to you, like, you have a purpose, everybody has a purpose. So, you got to think about it like everyone is here, and we're all connected as a one, but we're also, many separate, different entities, and we're all, living a life, creating a life together. That way, we can, do the work, finish the project. Okay, so if you are having dreams that you don't understand what they mean, or you need somebody to help you understand what it is that the dreams are trying to tell you or warn you about or whatever, you can inbox me. I have no problem interpreting dreams because I do this in my free time for free right now. I can interpret dreams for you. I just seem to have that gift because I study a lot in the astral realm. Okay, so if you are having dreams, I would like to help you. Interpret them, translate the energy into whatever it is that you need to do in your waking life when you are awake. And maybe we can help you, live your dream. Because that is exactly what we do here at King Jason INC. When I'm giving you insight, we make believers out of dreamers. Because it's the dreamers that are helping serve humanity, so that humanity serves you. And vice versa. It goes back and forth. It's a relay between you and everyone else. So as you pick and choose your relationships, and you're creating your own little stage play or your own little movie that you are pretty much the star of, you get to get like what can I say? You get to get like not really star quality, but you get to get like a way where you can write your own script, say your own lines, and then you don't even have to have like a director or a producer or music playing. You don't have to have all the stuff like you see on TV as far as the entertainment part, because this is real life. You know what I'm saying? And it's always happening, and life is always in motion. It never stops. So, you know what I'm saying? The only time that you get a break from that is when you go into meditation or when you go to sleep and your brain doesn't actually stop thinking. So, you know what I'm saying? When you're in the dream state, when you're dreaming, that's when you get to, go over your lines or whatever. You get to go in your trailer and, sit with yourself and think about the character role that you play in the movie. Whatever it is the actors do. And then when you wake again, you know what I'm saying, you get right back into character, you play your part, and you be you. And you let everybody else do them, and, you know what I'm saying, you stay focused on, which role are you playing? Are you, the victim in the situation? Are you the hero in the situation? Are you the villain? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, once you choose your role, you need to understand that the other two roles are automatically created. So you already have, a set plot for what's getting ready to happen, because you know your role and the other two exist, and you're going to, run into these other two, and then it's going to be a movie. There's going to be a scene. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a screenplay. And things are going to play out, and you're going to learn lessons, and you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to, see yourself in many different shades of light. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be great sometimes. You're going to be the hero sometimes. You're going to be the villain sometimes. And you're going to be the victim sometimes. You're not always going to play the same role, because every day is not the same. You know what I'm saying? But surely the sun goes down every night and it comes up every morning, and the moon reflects everything. So, that being said, like, you know what I'm saying, if you are having dreams, I can help you with that with no problem. I have no problem, you know what I'm saying, interpreting dreams right now. All day, every day, no problem. However, you know what I'm saying, if you are a person is what I meant to say. If you are a person who has dreams that, you know what I'm saying, you want to fulfill or, live out, because it's something that you just can't stop thinking about. You just can't be pulled away from or called away from by anyone or anything that seems to be, have lots of importance to you, but it just doesn't seem as important as doing whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever this is so important that it's requiring all your focus and all your attention and all your time and all your energy, and you're just not giving it to it. So when you spend so much time, trying to ignore it or whatever, it always finds a way to be like, hey, I'm still here, come back, come see me, check me out, don't forget about me, because your dreams are your passions, your dreams are, a hint to your purpose in life. Your dreams are, where your subconscious becomes your conscious. And when you are in a dream state, you are open to your subconscious and what's going on there, in a way that things can play out without you actually physically, being a part of it. Even though the experience feels physical, you have to realize, like, when you're inside of a dream, none of your physical senses are turned on. You're not using your body at all. So you can't really see anything, you can't really hear anything, you can't really taste anything, you can't really smell anything, and you can't really feel anything. The only thing that is experiencing what's happening in that world is your sixth sense, your psychic ability, that is, pretty much experiencing it in a way that cannot be described, even though it seems like it's being, experienced in the same way as when you're awake and you're getting it through your physical body and using your physical eyes and using your physical nose and your physical tongue and your physical ears and, your sense of touch. Like, none of this is really happening when you're asleep. It's all in your mind, all in your heart, all in your gut, all in your soul. Like, it's happening on the inside, which is a hint to the fact that, there's a whole world, a whole dimension on the inside that, people usually don't give much truth to. They don't give much thought to, because, they're so used to experiencing the 3D reality from a physical standpoint, from, a physical point of view. However, if you do have dreams that you want to live out, I want to be the one to tell you right now, if you're not living your dream, if you're not doing what it is that you know that you're being called to do not give up on your dreams. Answer the call. Answer the call, because your dreams are calling you. Your life purpose is calling you. Humanity wants to serve you. Spirit wants to serve you. And you need to, give in to the energies that are pulling you towards that. You can't, stay in resistance to it because you have, whatever fear that might be saying, well, if you do that, and you're going to fail. When the truth about failing is you only fail if you quit. You only fail if you give up. Because if one, at least tries, you can try again until you succeed. And usually, that's exactly what happens. When you try something and you keep going and you don't stop, you don't give up, and you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you eventually become successful at whatever it is. Whether you have to do it, a little bit at a time or whatever. It's not a time thing where things have to happen overnight. Although they can, depending on the resistance that you're giving towards what you're being called to. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? You don't want to give up on your dreams based on any kind of fear, because fear will always lead you to a standstill, to where, you know what I'm saying, you'll just be afraid to do it because you're afraid to fail. You're afraid that, you know what I'm saying, you'll be judged or you know, looked at a certain way if you try something and it doesn't work out. People are going to talk about you. But you know what I'm saying, every person that you know right now that is successful had to go through that very same process before they became successful. Nobody actually knows the story of every successful person, but if you're somebody who's into reading books or, you know, doing research, you can easily go find out that there are some, you know, biographies about some of these successful people that tell all the stories that led to the success, and none of them were easy. All of them were hard. Every successful person had the hardest way to go before they reached the top of the mountain. Every successful person has to climb a mountain. Nobody gets to teleport from the bottom to the top in the beginning. Now, maybe once you get to the top, you might, you know, develop the ability to be able to teleport. But you know what I'm saying? I guarantee, if you can teleport from the bottom to the top, then that's not your life purpose. You're not climbing the real mountain that you're supposed to climb. You're climbing a mountain that you created, and you have control over the mountain. Somehow you can make it big or small or whatever. And that has nothing to do with your life purpose. That is something that you just made up so that you could, you know, say you were successful. That's fake success, false success. You don't want that. You don't want that. What you want is success that you don't even have to tell people about. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a name for yourself where other people come to you and be like, yeah, that's the person that I want to be like. They're successful. I want to be like them, because everybody's gonna not necessarily know your story, but you're gonna see your success, and they're gonna see their potential in you. They're gonna see their potential in you. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of success that you want to have. That's the kind of success you want to go for. However, the other reason that, you know what I'm saying, you should never give up on your dreams is because you have some kind of doubt. You know what I'm saying? If you're around, like, a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, don't really support your dreams like we do at King Jason INC, a lot of people who are always telling you, hey, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't try to do that because it'll never work, or you're not good enough to do that, or, you know, we are not good enough to do things like that because we don't have the skills, we don't have the resources, we don't have the money. When you're around people like that, those are people who are keeping you in doubt. You need to get away from those people right now. Just leave all those people alone and go sit with yourself, be by yourself, and focus on your dreams, on your own. You don't need, you know what I'm saying, help from anybody that isn't ready to support you. You don't need advice from anybody who's not ready to support you. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you're going to get is a bunch of criticism. And I guarantee if you're in doubt already, you're not going to be able to handle any kind of constructive criticism. You're just going to take it like it must be truth, because so many people are saying the same thing. So many people are in agreement with the doubts that you already have in your mind, which is your only block that's keeping you from being successful in the first place. So you should never give up on your dreams just because you have doubt or you have people around you that have doubts, because those are not tools that you can use to do anything with. Those are only things to keep you where you are. not necessarily in stillness, but, you know what I'm saying, to keep you, I want to say, going in circles. Because, you know what I'm saying, there will be one part of you that wants to try it, that wants to do it, and you'll try something. And then, you know what I'm saying, when it doesn't work out, you get doubt. And then you say, well, no, I'm going to try it one more time, and then you try it again, and every time you fail, you create more doubt for yourself. You just, you know, go negative with it and just be like, yeah, it's not going to work. It was right. And you give up and you quit before you get any results. Like, like if you was, you know what I'm saying, a person who was either big or small and you wanted to either gain weight or you wanted to lose weight, and people were always, you know, talking about you or whatever, but none of them was willing to say, hey, you know what I'm saying, if you want to gain weight or if you want to lose weight, I want to help you do that. I want to, you know, get in there with you, do the research, let's do the work, let's do the exercise, let's create the diet, let's do this together. If you're not around people like that, you're not going to have any help with any kind of goal setting for yourself. You're not going to have any kind of, you know what I'm saying, support for, you know what I'm saying, you making the choice to do it. You're going to stay in procrastination forever because you're always hanging around people who just keep you in doubt. So, you know what I'm saying, you should never give up on your dreams just because you have some kind of doubt. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to say this, you know what I'm saying, because the third reason is not much different from the first two. The third reason is what leads to the first two that I talked about, and that's disbelief. Disbelief comes from, you know what I'm saying, the rules that you make up, or the way that your ego is set up, like personal. It doesn't even matter what, you know what I'm saying, what type of people you're around, or what kind of support system you have, because if you have, you know what I'm saying, just disbelief in your own self, you know what I'm saying, if your mind is set up to just sabotage yourself when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, trying new things or trying to finish what you start, or trying to, you know, go beyond the level of lifestyle living that you've ever, you know what I'm saying, lived your own self, or that your parents have ever lived, or, you know what I'm saying, when you know that you want more, or you know that you need more because of whatever your circumstances are, you know what I'm saying, just plain disbelief will keep you from being able to reach a starting point. Like, you won't even get started if you just have disbelief. Because, you know what I'm saying, disbelief will lead to your doubts. You know what I'm saying, disbelief will lead to your fears. And then it will do like a circle. Like, you'll have a whole trinity that just keeps going around and around, from fear to disbelief to doubt, back to fear, into disbelief and doubt, fear, and it just keep going, and you'll never get out of that. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never succeed with anything. All you'll see in your life is failure from day one all the way up to now. Like, I will say, you know what I'm saying, some of the problems that people have when it comes to, you know, self-doubt or disbelief, and, you know what I'm saying, things being successful, or people being successful without having to sell their soul to the devil, or do some kind of, I don't know, do some kind of crazy satanic worshiping, you know, just crazy stuff that has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, being successful. Some of it comes from, you know what I'm saying, just having a lot of bad parenting, where, you know what I'm saying, your parents just didn't believe in you when you were a child or when you were a kid, And they were always telling you, no, you can't do that, you can't do this, and you just can't, and you could never get can't out of your vocabulary because it was all you knew, it was all you learned from then all the way up to now. You can't do it. Can I go out? No, you can't do it. Can I do? No, you can't. If you hear can't, no, if you hear no enough in your young life, when you get older, you either become, what's the word? You either become rebellious and become successful anyway, or you become a person who has a lot of insecurities because of their disbeliefs and their own belief system, because of the way your ego is set up. Is even when you're happy, it'll say, well, don't forget about the time that you were sad, so this happy, you know what I'm saying, can't be all that because sadness is going to come. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you're feeling good and your ego comes in and says, hey, don't forget about that time when you was feeling all that pain. Don't enjoy this too much because pain is going to come. Now that, you know what I'm saying, that type of thinking just creates more disbelief. You know what I'm saying? As long as your whole belief system is founded on disbelief, why would you ever be successful? Why would you ever create anything that, you know what I'm saying, says you are great, that says you are more powerful than you are? Why would you? I'm going to tell you why you wouldn't. Because already, you know what I'm saying, your first obstacle that you have to get past is letting go of everything that you're afraid to lose. Facing your own self and you know what I'm saying, killing your own ego and getting away from the people who are always telling you you can't, you shouldn't, it's no good. Like, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of people tell me forever that, you know what I'm saying, online businesses is some kind of scam, it'll never work, you'll never become a millionaire or a billionaire, or, you know. But, you know what I'm saying, I never listened to any of that. I never gave up on my dreams, and neither should you, because the only way to become successful is to keep on pushing until you reach success. Of course, I'm not saying to you that, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning it's not going to be a, you know, overnight process. It could take a very long time, or it could take a short period of time depending on you. But because it depends on you, then that says that, you know what I'm saying, if you get in the right mindset and go ahead and get started, you could become successful in almost no time. And it'll probably feel like no time once you become successful. But, you know what I'm saying, the only thing that makes it hard in the first place is going through the training of, you know, changing your mindset, changing the way that you think and feel about success from the beginning. I'm going to tell you right now, the two most powerful words that you will ever use is I am. Because anything that you put after those two words says what you are. It says what you will be. It says what you will become. It says what your potential is like. It sets a tone. It's like a vibration that, you know what I'm saying, you resonate with if you say whatever affirmation that you use with those two words over and over and over enough. You'll easily, you know what I'm saying, have an effect on the state of mind that you're in when it comes to whatever you use those you know, affirmations for. This is a very spiritual process. So, you know what I'm saying, whatever your rituals are that you do every day on a daily, that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, produce either success for you or failure for you. But you know what I'm saying? This is all about you and what you choose to do. So, like I said, if you need help with your dreams, you can inbox me. I will interpret your dreams for free. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem doing that. Like I said, if you see this video is for you, and I know you've had a dream and you want to know what it means, and I want to interpret it for you. So inbox me now. This is the end of my video, and I hope this helps, because I want to give you insight. Conejo, KJINC. We make believers out of dreamers, and I'm into building and making billions. Namaste. Spirits take care of your bodies take care of your spirit.